Hi everyone. Whether you are studying for Edexcel or Cambridge A-level physics, kinematics is the foundation of everything you will do in mechanics. Today we are breaking down the SWOT equations. By the end of this video, you will know exactly when to use them, how to avoid the common sign convention traps, and we will run through some exam style practice questions. First, we shall identify the symbols which are used in these equations. S stands for displacement. Actually, this is not the distance. The displacement is a vector quantity, so we have to consider the direction. If you consider the displacements into one side as positive, the displacements into opposite side should be considered as negative. U stands for the initial velocity, and the SI unit of measuring initial velocity is meter per second. And V stands for the final velocity. The SI unit of measuring final velocity is also meters per second. A stands for acceleration. When you are doing questions with these equations, definitely the acceleration of the object should be constant. If the acceleration changes during the motion, you can't use these equations to do questions. T stands for time. And I have to say another thing about acceleration. If the object is truly accelerating, that means if the object increases its velocity with time, the value of acceleration should be applied as a positive value into these equations. And if the object is decelerating, that means if the velocity of the object reduces with time, so the value of acceleration should be applied as negative. The four kinematic equations are V equals U plus AT, S equals UT plus half AT squared, V squared equals U squared plus 2AS, S equals V plus U divided by 2 into T. We are using these kinematic equations to solve problems associated with linear motion. Linear motion means motion in a straight line. We can categorize the linear motion mainly into two types. One type is uniform motion, other type is non-uniform motion. In uniform motion, the object moves with a constant velocity. If the object is moving with a constant velocity, there is only one motion equation that you can apply. That is velocity equals displacement over time. Then non-uniform motion means during a non-uniform motion, the velocity of the object is not constant. That means velocity changes. If the velocity changes, definitely that object has an acceleration or a deceleration. In that case, if the motion of the object is non-uniform, we can apply one of those four kinematic equations to solve problems. So when you are given a question in the exam, first read the question and identify whether it's a uniform motion or a non-uniform motion. If it's a non-uniform motion, you have to go with one of these four equations, and if it's a uniform motion, you have to go with velocity equals displacement over time equation. Next, we shall dive into some questions associated with kinematic equations. We are moving to the first question. A car accelerates uniformly from rest to 25 meters per second over a distance of 100 meters. Calculate the acceleration. Actually, this is a simple question. So, I'll tell you a trick to do questions without making any mistake. Yeah. So, in that case, first you have to note down the data given in the question with standard symbols while reading the question. We shall do like that. A car accelerates uniformly from rest. That means the initial velocity of the object is zero. The initial velocity of the car is zero, and it and its speed or the velocity increases up to 25 meters per second. So the final velocity is 25 meters per second. Displacement is 100 meters. You ask in the acceleration. So now they have given the value of u, v, and s. We have to find the value of a. So definitely this is a non-uniform motion since because there is an acceleration, you have to go with one of those four equations. So the most appropriate equation to find the answer is v squared equals u squared plus 2as. So the value of v is 25 meters per second. 25 squared is equal to 0 squared plus 2 times a times 100. So you have to find the value of a. So 25 squared divided by 2 times 100 is equal to a. So the final answer is 3.125 meter per second square. We'll move to the next question. A toy car traveling at 6 meters per second brakes uniformly to stop over a distance of 4.5 meters. Calculate deceleration of the toy car. Yeah, here also we shall jot down the data given in the question with the standard symbols first. The car is initially traveling at a velocity of 6 meters per second. That means initial velocity is 6 meters per second. And it stops at the end. So the final velocity is 0. So the displacement of this toy car is 4.5 meters. You are asking the deceleration of the car. You are to find the deceleration, we shall find the acceleration. So here also we shall use the equation v squared equals u squared plus 2as to find the answer. The value of v is 0, u is 6 plus 2 times a times 4.5. So then we shall find out the value of a here, that is 0 squared minus 6 squared divided with 2 times 4.5. So the value is minus 6 meter per second square. So here the value of acceleration is minus 6. Yeah, so the acceleration is minus 6 means the value definitely it should be a deceleration, and the value of deceleration is 6 meters per second square. We'll move to another question. A cyclist accelerates uniformly from a velocity of 10 meters per second along a straight path. If the cyclist maintains a constant acceleration of 0.5 meter per second squared for 10 seconds, how far does the cyclist travel during this interval? Yeah, so here also we shall jot down the data given in the question first. So so while reading the question, you can understand that the initial velocity of this cyclist is 10 meters per second. That means u is equal to 10, and the acceleration is 0.5 meter per second square. Time is 10 seconds, and you have to find the displacement of this cyclist. So that means in the question they have given the value of u, a, and t. We have to find the value of s. So most appropriate equation to find the answer is s equals ut plus half at square. So the value of, you have to find the value of s. The u is 10, time is 10 plus half. Acceleration is 0.5 into time is 10. Final answer is 45 meters. In our next video, we are tackling the vertical motion under gravity. We will crush the tough problems and break down actual past paper questions. See you there.
If this video made that light bulb go off in your head, do me a quick favor. Smash that like button and subscribe to the NewtonNuts channel. It really helps me keep creating these free lessons for you. Now, if you want to completely ace your upcoming exams and need a little extra support, I've got something special for you. Head over to www.newtonnuts.com right now. To make sure we are a perfect fit for your learning style, every single student gets a 30-minute, one-to-one free trial class before we officially begin. No strings attached, just 30 minutes of dedicated, personal physics help to kickstart your progress. Thanks for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this lesson, stay tuned. I'll see you in the next video with more exciting topics.